I just want to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming. This is our conversation here today is around the CDAP, or the Canada Digital Adoption Program. And what we really want to walk through over this next period of time, this next 25, 30 minutes, is what this digital strategy opportunity is, generally speaking. Like, what does it mean? And what does it mean as an advisor, somebody who will deliver the services for other companies? Where did it come from? What are the opportunities, and what makes this so exciting? So I'm excited to share this with you as we go through. So let's just dive in. And I know everyone's time is really limited today, so after we do this, I'm going to walk through this agenda here. But if it makes sense for you, then we can continue on this conversation. Okay, I would love to do that. There's a lot of different potential options that will come out of this conversation today. And what will make sense perhaps is to see how it could fit for you. So you're going to be given an opportunity just to follow up and to set a time to chat about it, to see if it makes sense. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So the agenda for this call today is thus. We're going to talk about the Canada Digital Adoption Program. I'll try and answer any questions you might have about that program, and talk about the way that you can use it. Okay, so we'll go into depth on what the Digital Adoption Program is. The government website is there. It has all the specifics, not as user-friendly as I think it could be, but it's there as well to support anything that I'm saying. Then we're going to also talk about what it means to become a Canada Digital Adoption Program advisor. How do you do it, and what it means, and what are some of the other ways that you can become a digital advisor. So we'll be talking about that second, and then we'll talk about how to take this opportunity to your clients. Okay. And if you see at the end of this that there is an opportunity to partner in some way, that we'd be happy to have that conversation going forward. So I look forward to having this conversation with you over the next period of time. Okay. A little bit of background on myself. I am the president founder of Growth Finder Pro. We've been in business for a long time, and we've done hundreds of projects with customers. So our work comes from the business growth side. We're a digital marketing agency that also does digital transformation, specifically in the area of growth, but that's us. So digital transformation is very broad, and we're going to talk about all the different areas in a business that it touches. But the area of our specialty is in business growth, or the customer facing sides of business transformation. That being said, we are a certified digital advisor for the CDAP program, and wanted to share a little bit about what it really means and what got us so excited about this program. Digital transformation, people have been working at it for a long time. All the biggest companies in the world have been investing hundreds of millions, billions of dollars into digital transformation, taking old records, transforming them into new digital processes, whether that looks like, using IoT, going into digital marketing and e-commerce strategies, looking at cybersecurity, looking at conversion of paper documents to digital processes. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything here is how you can implement digital transformation, right? And so all organizations have thought about it, whether they've done something as a different topic. They've thought about, how do I automate what I'm doing today? How do I become more competitive? How do I get a better return on my investment in my work? How can I make employees more productive? How can I, go after new markets, right? What is my strategy to do that? And how can technology support me as I go through this? And that's what digital transformation is funding. And that's what this program is about. So the Canadian Federal Government, in their 2021 budget, they put aside $4 billion in that budget over a 5-year period of time. So we're just at the beginning of year 2, I guess, of that. So out of that $4 billion, it's split between these 2 different programs. One program is called Grow Your Business Online. The second one is called Boost Your Business. So the first one, Grow Your Business Online, is for companies that are under $500,000. You can apply. There's a number of agencies that are out there. And if this is something that's of interest to you personally, you can do this. Here in Ontario, you can apply through the Ontario Chambers of Commerce or Digital Main Street. This program is still in the works, meaning that they have the application applications out, but they haven't given out any money yet for it. But it is to fund the digital transformation of small and medium-sized businesses across Canada. And it's a $2,400 grant. And you give them your plan, and then they fund it, and they give you advice and all sorts of things. Okay. So that's the Grow Your Business Online. That's not really what we're here to talk about today, although that is available. Okay. The part that we're here to talk about is the Boost Your Business Technology side of things. So the Boost Your Business Technology is available for companies that are between $500,000 and $100 million. And they have included quite a few perks to get people into this digital conversation. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because Canada is quite behind from a productivity perspective when it comes to digital transformation in the mid-markets. We are out of the G7, we're 7 out of the G7 for having companies invest in and utilize technology. So this government grant is to support specifically the advancement of digital technology in the mid-market. And so the Boost Your Business Technology piece of it is designed, according to them, their goal is to fund 77,000 businesses over the next 4 years. Okay, that's a lot of businesses. It's a lot of business transformation, right? That's the goal. 77,000 businesses over the next 4 years. And the way that they're going to do it is through these grants. Now, if you're looking at becoming an advisor in this program, just to let you know that they did change the program about a month ago now. So before July 21st, it was open to anyone who qualified. Okay, and I'll walk through the qualifications in a few minutes. Now they have, focused it a little bit more. So you can't apply unless you meet some of this, you're either in a rural area or you have an office in PEI, Nunavut, Northwest Territories, Yukon, Manitoba, or Saskatchewan. If you have offices there, then you can apply as a digital advisor. If not, then you have to go to Plan B, which we'll talk about, which is really partnering with a digital advisor like ourselves. Okay, so Plan A, if you are still interested in becoming a digital advisor, and you can, according to these new changes in the rules, then we're going to keep talking about that, and we'll talk about what happens if that doesn't, if that you don't fit into one of those categories. Okay. So let's talk really quickly. Mentioned that the Grow Your Business Online, that's the one that is those micro grants, the $2,400. They have youth placements. They have all sorts of interesting things happening there. It is still a little bit new. It just launched in March. So these organizations, the ones that serve Ontario anyways, are just starting to get moving on it. However, our discussion today is going to be on the Boost Your Business Technology. Okay, $15,000. Up to $15,000 is what a company can get for the digital adoption plan, which is the strategy plan. It is not an implementation plan. This is not for the actual technology. This is for the strategy to build a plan over the next 5 years of what they should be doing. So the government will fund 90% of the plan up to $15,000. Then you have access to a network of digital advisors, of which we are one. And once you've completed the plan, depending on the revenue of your business, you can get up to $100,000 interest-free loan. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's 12 months of not having to pay anything, and then 5 years of paying just the principal back interest-free on a loan. So if you're under $5 million, it's up to $50,000. If you're over $5 million in revenue, it's up to $100,000 in loans. So it's pretty nice. And the idea here is that it will give you the funds to be able to implement the strategies that were, advised in the digital adoption plan. And then you also get access to a youth placement person to actually do the work. Okay. So that is the Boost Your Business Technology as opposed to Grow Your Business Technology. So we're not doing anything with Grow Your Business. You have to go to those two agencies. There's quite a few of them across Canada. But the Boost Your Business is the one where we have digital advisors, okay, to go out. So this is considered stream 2, and just really high level, how does it work? Well, your clients, they have to go online. They fill out forms online, they do a digital assessment, they see if they're eligible. They kind of get a score on their digital assessment. They start working on the plan. Okay, so they can go into the marketplace, but if they have a relationship already with you, then they'll work directly with you. And then they do the plan, they submit the plan into the portal, and they get their reimbursement. So it's all done quite seamlessly. This government program, I have to tell you, is very well organized, and things work really nicely online. Okay. There isn't a lot of back and forth with paper or anything. It's a lot of paper forms. As soon as the plan is completed, you will get access to the BDC loans. You'll get access to the youth subsidies. Okay. So that is how the process works for customers, to do this, and it's quite streamlined. Now, as an advisor, this is a great opportunity for you. Okay. So if you are qualified as an advisor, the opportunity for you to generate new revenue is there. Okay. But it's really the follow-on revenue that's quite exciting, from all the advisors that we end up working with. What really is driving this is that opportunity to support the customers in solving problems for their business and helping them become more competitive. So it helps a company to make a decision and say, yes, we're going to invest in these types of technologies over this timeline. And then you as a partner can walk beside them to help them to implement that. So it's not only doing the plan, which is, yes, it's revenue, absolutely, but it's also that implementation piece. So, by investing time in becoming an advisor or partnering with an advisor, there's a huge opportunity to grow your business. And that's what we're here to talk about today. Does that make sense? Is everybody happy about that? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Is that good? Okay. If this can help you, I think that, we can definitely continue, right? We can continue talking a little bit about how this might work, right? Whether you become certified directly to do this work with your clients, or whether you end up partnering with a company like ourselves and doing the work. Okay. Can this help you? Can this make sense? Do you have clients that you think would use this, or this could be beneficial for them? And if you do think so, then I think that we can really support the effort. So what you have to do, as you're thinking about the CDAP program, the first thing you have to do, obviously, is become certified, or decide if you're going to work with somebody who's certified. Then you've got to take it out, because even though it's a government program, you still have to sell it, right? You still have to tell people about it. And then the third thing you have to do is get the work done. So just as a high level, just wanted to talk a little bit about a client of ours and how we're working with them. We're working with them on the digital marketing side, but from a Canada Digital Adoption Program, we're partnering with them, and we are going out to a client together with them to implement a digital adoption solution. The opportunity for them is because they know that these clients, they're working with clients already, and they know that the clients need different types of technology implementations. But by working with us, they can get the plan in place and they get access to the loan. So it's a really, really great solution. They were also able to access the Canada Job Grant to do some training, and I'm going to talk about that afterwards. So there's somebody, if you could just mute Val, that would be great. Okay, perfect, thanks. So that's the certification process. As I mentioned, if you do qualify, to become a digital advisor, they put that extra layer of certification qualifications on it, unfortunately, that you have to be in this area. In addition to the fact that they're asking for this, they're asking for people who have some experience, who have at least 5 years experience doing digital business strategies and doing digital technology solutions, or at least, recommending that, and helping your clients with solution selections. So what does that mean? It means that you have worked with them to look at different technology solutions, make choices. And in our case, when we go ahead and we do this with clients, we're asking them to take a look at sometimes marketing automation solutions. Should you go with this solution, or this solution? These are the pros and cons of each one. This is the timelines. This is the cost. This is what the benefits would be to your business. So whether it is a payroll system, whether it is a CRM system, whether it is, a warehousing system, or some new technologies, it is to help in putting together that strategy around the different types of solutions. And then we have to make sure that that's being done in a compliant process, a process that the CDAP program is looking for. Okay. So that's what they're asking for from a digital advisor. So they're asking for that as a baseline, and then they're asking for people in specific areas now to come in. They may open that back up again later in the year. I don't know, but right now that's what they did just about a month ago. Okay. The CDAP advisor journey, if you do qualify, you would like to do this, it's again, you do it right on their website. It's an online application, but what they'll ask you for afterwards, after they've reviewed your online application, they'll come back with a couple of requests for a resume, for a sample of the digital adoption plan, for, some of the business documentation in the back end, which is not bad, and the references. Where a lot of advisors get stuck is with this sample or this example of a digital adoption plan, because it has to be to the CDAP standards. So a lot of people have had to go back and kind of reorganize what they've done for clients in the past. So if you're getting stuck there, let us know, because we might be able to help you, okay, with that. Now, what we've started doing, and again, we were doing this before, but now, this is much more the direction, is that we've started collaborating with people. Again, just because of the shifts and changes in the program, if it makes sense, if this program makes sense to your clients, and if you can't become a digital advisor just because of the way the program is structured, you can partner. And what you would do is that you would introduce, the CDAP program to them. You would introduce us to them as a partner. We would work together some kind of referral agreement and some kind of contract, and we would bring you into the contract. So we would have to deliver it under our company name in order for them to be able to get the grant. Okay. But we would want you included into that process. So we would get you in as a subcontractor. You would be involved in, the design and delivery of the CDAP program, and you would be involved in that conversation. So once it's complete, they submit it, they get their reimbursement. They pay us, by the way. Okay. They pay us, we pay you, and then the government reimburses them. Okay. So once that happens, they get access to the capital, as we talked about. But most importantly, the reason why a lot of people like this is because you are now part of this conversation about the next steps. One of the work products, the end products for this, is a list of projects, right? You're going to give them a timeline, a list of projects, and a recommendation, and the reason why, the ROI. So now you're here as a service provider to help them walk through it. So that is what happens when you partner with a service provider like us. And I think it's a really great opportunity if you can't become a digital advisor yourself. Okay. Now, I wanted to share some of the work product. Like, if you have any questions, just put it in the chat for me. I know I'm going through this really, really quickly. The recording will be available afterwards. Okay, if you want to review it. So let's go through really, like, what is this digital adoption plan? Like, what do you get? Why should we care? What makes it such a, why should we even talk to our clients about this? Well, the work product looks like this. This is just high level of what we do. It is basically a current state. We take a look at where your clients are today. And so we ask them a number of questions. We do some executive interviews. We review documents. We do a small workshop with them around their current state. Where are they today? Where do they want to go? What's their strategy? What are their competitors doing, etc. And then we take them into a deep dive on what's happening. We do some horizon scanning, what's happening in the industry. And we look at 5 primary areas around talent. So that's your employees, your employee productivity, attracting, retaining employees, that kind of thing. That's really where you can get the highest ROI on digital transformation, is on looking at talent, looking at employee productivity. The second area is on customer expectations. So we say, well, what is your strategy now externally? What do you want to do? How do you want to grow? What kind of technologies can you use in order to attract more customers or serve your customers more effectively, and meet your customers' expectations, meet and exceed, hopefully. Is there something internal that you need to do as far as upgrading your technology? okay, to become more competitive? Is it AI? Is it virtual? Is it just, transforming your legacy systems and transforming your, maybe your paper-based systems, your processes, et cetera. So we take a look at that. So you're looking at employee productivity, really, talent availability. We're looking at the customer expectations, the technological landscape. We're looking at the other two you can't see there is supply chain. So we're taking a look at what's happening in supply chain, and we're also taking a look at the regulatory environments. And if there's some shifts and changes happening that you need to be prepared and get in alignment with. Okay. So we will take a client through a deep dive into what's happening based on those 5 categories. They get to tell us where, if they think this is going to impact them, yes or no. We prioritize them and we move them into a journey map. We make a decision on one particular area that they want to focus in on. We write out a process, understand what the projects might look like that they want to undertake. So for example, if they say, hey, you know what, we're pretty okay on the internal, or we have everything up on the cloud already, we're already using QuickBooks Online and blah, 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 or everything is, so that's pretty good. But we're really looking externally at customers and how we acquire customers and how do we grow. We would write out a journey map on how they're doing this today. And we would take a look at the opportunities to implement new technologies that will really impact their growth in the short term and the long term. Then we map those opportunities, prioritize them. We put them into a project map. So again, we would be making some solution recommendations here. This is what it looks like. This is how much it's going to cost. This is how much it would take to implement it. And then we put it into a roadmap, and that is your deliverable to the client. Okay. So at the end of the day, what do they got? They got a chance to sort of see where they are today, where they'd like to go tomorrow, what's happening in the industry, right? What are the potential? What is the opportunity to implement new technologies? What would the ROI be? How does this help them to become more competitive and to reduce their costs? So we need to answer those questions in this analysis, which is what we will do, and we produce and this is done together, by the way. It's not just us telling them, but we make some recommendations as far as a couple of projects that they should implement in the short term and long term, and how that's going to impact their business. So this is the work product. I mean, it's a really, really fantastic work product. It's a great process for someone to walk through and say, I have a clearer view that if I really want to meet my revenue goals, I am going to need to invest in this. Okay, this, and this over the next 5 years in order to meet my goals. So it is a living document, something that needs to be executed upon, which is where our partners come into play to continue that conversation. It's not just a plan that you hand over and you leave it. You have to continue to go back to your customers and say, okay, let's talk about this. You have said in the plan that this is important. Let's move to that next step. Okay. So that's the opportunity for partners. It's a great opportunity to really expand the conversation with your client much more broadly, and have a long-lasting relationship with them. So for us, we would just partner with you for the plan, but then the ongoing relationship would be yours. That makes sense? Okay, that was a lot. Again, any questions that you might have, just put in the chat, and I'm happy to answer them. Hopefully it's clearer. Let's talk a little bit about taking this opportunity out. Now, we've been doing this for a little bit now, and you do need to sell. Even though this is a grant, and even though it's a great opportunity, you still have to talk to clients about it. You still have to sell it. For your clients to be eligible, they need to be a Canadian-based company, incorporated. They need to be for-profit. They need to have a full-time, at least one full-time employee. They need to have that minimum $500,000 of annual tax revenues in one of the previous 3 tax years. So those are some of the details, and that should help you sort of see who can be part of this process or not. Okay. So digital advisors are, excellent it's an excellent opportunity for a digital advisor to do this work for your clients. If you've got clients who look like this, being able to take this opportunity to them is going to be really useful for you. and useful for the client because of all the good things that they get, not only the strategy, but access to the loans and so on. And then how do you do this? Well, it's just a typical marketing process of which we can support if that makes sense, to really explain to them to change your profiles, your digital profiles, to give explainer brochures, to do some kind of assessments, helping people to understand if this is for them, if it makes sense, to reach out to them, start conversations with them, and to get kind of a process in place, right? And to introduce it to them. So those are some of the things that need to be in place. And those are some of the things that we have been supporting some partners with. So if you don't mind, and if you give me permission, I'd just love to share really quickly a little bit about what we might be able to do to support you if this makes sense. Okay. So if you are an advisor, if you do have customers, if you think this is a great opportunity for them, then there's a couple of different things we can do potentially together. And if you don't mind, I'll share that with you. But just a little bit about us as Growth Finder. We do these marketing programs for advisors where we take out this opportunity to their clients. We also do digital marketing just because that's our core business. We have a 12-week program where we take interns through that. So that's going to be relevant for you at some point, hopefully. We also do all sorts of other marketing programs. So whether it's LinkedIn or SEO, paid ads, we do websites, all that kind of good stuff for clients as well. Okay, so there's two real options from here. There is, if you decide that you qualify, or if you are in the process of becoming an advisor and you would like some support potentially to take this opportunity out to your clients, we can help you with that. So the Canada Ontario Job Grant, if you're based here in Ontario, they have the job grant is available right across Canada. It looks a little different in every province, but the Ontario Job Grant allows us to support a marketing implementation process with an internal person. So that person could be already existing in your business or it could be a student, but we can do some training. Anyway, so that's what we would be doing for them to help you, or to, for an advisor to help you to really take this opportunity out to your clients. So more information, I mean, just, giving you high level here. If this is of interest, please, let's just set a time and I'll take you through it in detail about what it looks like, how much it costs, what is that opportunity, what do we get, all that kind of good stuff. Happy to do a deeper dive, but just know if you are an advisor, you'd like to take this out, want some support to do that we can make this very, very cost effective, okay? Using another government grant program called a Canada Ontario Job Grant. The second opportunity is the one we were talking about. If you don't qualify as an advisor right now, you could still take this opportunity out to your clients through kind of a co-marketing opportunity. So, you can collaborate with us. Again, because we're certified partners, we can do the work. It'll be on our paper, but we can collaborate with you as a subcontractor internally, and that's all fine. So if it makes sense, let's have that conversation. The opportunity for you, there's obviously a referral commission, there's opportunity to get paid as a subcontractor, but what's really exciting is that ongoing opportunity, that ongoing service that you'll be able to provide for clients. Plus the fact is that if you have a client, this is a really great opportunity for them. So it's good for you. It's good for the relationship that you have with your client to bring them into something like this. This is only a benefit to their business, and it really shows that you care about their business. So if this collaboration piece makes more sense, let's have that conversation. I invite you to do that. We have many people who are taking advantage of this. What we're offering really, really specifically to clients who do end up partnering with us is that because our specialty is in digital marketing, we're offering some additional services as a way to do that front end part of the plan. So we do offer some Google SEO type of work, which is really a web-based research piece that we will deliver for clients. And normally we charge extra to do that, but we will include that in the plan. So it's really great for your clients, right? We offer a couple of other special goodies, which we can discuss later too. Okay, well, I think I am kind of done. If you think that this could support you to deliver it, if you become a digital advisor and you're going to deliver these programs, we can still work together. If you have opportunities that you're working on that need digital marketing expertise, we can still partner. If you would like to take this opportunity out to a client and you're not a digital advisor, we can work together. Okay. So if you think this can support you, we're here actually making this partnership offer to you today. And just saying, if you feel that this could be aligned to the way that you want to run your business, the services that you want to offer to your clients, then I really do invite you into the next step, which is really a conversation with us to have that deeper dive conversation. So that is it for me today. I just want to say thank you. We wanted to, we know it's in the middle of your day and you took time out to listen to this, and everybody's been great. I'm going to stop the recording now, but if you have any questions, please, this is the time to do that. So just want to say thank you.